Hi, and welcome to Moon Directed. I'm Maggie. About 10 years ago, I got interested in all things tarot, and I found that I really enjoy the oracle cards. I do use tarot. I understand tarot. I studied it enough, but I find I really like the oracle cards. I like the messages that come through. I am a Cancer Sun, a Capricorn Rising, a Pisces Moon. So I also have Cancer for Venus and for Mercury. Lots and lots of water going on and just a little earth to ground me. Makes it really interesting in my world sometimes. With the North Node moving into Cancer, which is where it was when I was born, I really felt the need to share with you what I am learning as I go along. So I wanted to use this channel to use oracle cards, but to align ourselves with the moon, the energies of the moon, because I found that working with the energies of the moon have really affected my life in a very positive way. It's sometimes, you know, how you just are like so stressed out and then all of a sudden you realize, oh, I feel better and you don't know why. And sometimes it's because of the shift in the moon. So I kind of wanted to focus on that. And I'm still learning a lot of things about astrology. I am an astrology enthusiast, but not an astrologer. So sometimes that'll come in. I'm very, empathic, but I just know stuff. And I can't tell you where I know it from. It's not like I literally hear things and just know things. Like in my head, I hear it, but maybe not out loud. And I don't really know how that's supposed to work for other people, but that's how it works for me. So to create a better language to understand what I was getting from my guides, I started investing in oracle cards. And so I have quite a collection, and I would be embarrassed to tell you exactly how large that collection is, so I won't. So what I want to do is focus on your moon energies with this channel. And so I will be doing readings on the new moon and the full moon. And then during the week when the moon changes signs, I'll do a quick reading based on these signs, earth, air, water. We'll do it that way. We'll group them up that way, and fire. We'll group them up that way. But I want you to focus on where your moon is. So this channel, you could use it for your sun and for your rising sign, but I'm going to be focusing on your moon sign. So when I say that I'm doing it for Pisces, it'll be for the people with Pisces moon. If you have Pisces sun and Pisces rising and it's resonating with you, that's excellent. Then you can use it. But I'm going to be focusing my thought process on trying to bring in the information that's needed for the people whose moon is in Pisces, because we're doing this based on the moon cycles, right? So today we have the new moon in Scorpio. Super excited about this. This year, there's been such a buildup of energy, right? We had the summer with all of the eclipses, and I just feel like everything's been building and pushing through. And now it's like, I feel like it's like a slingshot. It's like being pulled back, and getting ready to explode forward. And so with the planets now are starting to go direct more and more. Uranus is retrograded back into Aries, but it'll be going direct into Taurus soon. And pretty much everything is starting to go forward. Venus is still in retrograde back in Leo, but pretty soon in Libra, but pretty soon we'll be moving back into Scorpio. So as the planets are starting to move forward, Mercury, of course, will go direct. Will go into retrograde, but it does that 3 times a year. So as these planets start picking up speed and moving forward, and now we've got the nodes shifting and stuff, there's just a lot of energy out there, and I feel it. And so I thought, maybe you're feeling it too. Let's talk, okay? So we're going to start with the Scorpio, people who have their moon in Scorpio. And I am going to actually use, I love this deck. It's Everyday Tarot, Enchantment Tarot. I love it. It brings the tarot cards into even if you don't know much about tarot, these cards are very, like, you look at them and you're like, oh, that's my life. And you can see them. And so it makes a really great way to start a conversation. So we'll use these cards to help find out what it is Spirit wants to talk about. And then I have a couple of other decks to work with. I have a brand new deck that I just got, and I really, really love it. And it's the Queen of the Moon Oracle. And it's by Stacy DeMarco. Love this deck. She did an amazing job. I'm also going to use the deck that was the first deck I ever used, Soul Coaching from Denise Lynn. I love these cards. They're very gentle and kind. And then if I need clarifying, and sometimes I do and sometimes I don't, so I really hope you won't be upset. You'll be surprised as I go through these readings. Sometimes I'll have 4 or 5 cards for somebody, and maybe I'll only have 3 for another, and it's just kind of based on what happens. And try not to feel gypped or left out if you don't get the same number of cards as another sign does, because trust me, there will be other times when it comes forward like that for you. It just really, I'm trying to understand what they're being, the message that is coming to me so that I can share it with you. And so sometimes not, but sometimes for clarification, we'll use the Wisdom of the Oracle. Colette Baron Reid. Love Colette Baron Reid. I have several of her decks. Pretty much all of them. So we're just going to kind of work our way through it, see what we get. So we're going to start with Scorpio, then we'll go to Sagittarius, Capricorn, and so on, because it's a Scorpio new moon. And so let's get started. So let's find out what the conversation today. Sometimes, by the way, I will read what it says in the book, and sometimes I won't. I just really go, this is how I do readings. And this is how I do them for everybody. I just go with what I'm getting, and so we'll see. Okay? So let's find out what is the main message or the energy for the next 2 weeks for Scorpio moons. Now, you plant the seeds with the new moon. The energy goes out, for 2 to 4 weeks, but honestly, the seeds that are planted in Scorpio new moon usually come to fruition 6 months later when the moon is full in Scorpio, and that'll be during the sign of Taurus. Generally, it'll be in May. So what does Spirit most want to just talk about today? And you have the Knight of Coins, or the Knight of Pentacles. So if you take a look at this, you've got somebody who's very, very focused, who's working really, really hard on something. And so things are going on, people are watching around, and the world is going on, but they are completely focused on what they're doing. So Scorpio, what do you want to work hard on? What do you want to focus on? What do you want to make shine in your life? Because you're being encouraged to do so. So now is a really good time for you to, take a look at your life and say, where do I want to focus my time and my energy, and really detail, because he's detailing the car, really get down into the nitty-gritty details of my life and see what I get. Ooh, we're going to have to read this one because I don't know what it means. But we have extremes. This is hot moon, which I don't know what that means. We'll go to the book. Love going to the book. Stacey DeMarco makes it very interesting. So let's see what we find out. It's a number 34, which is a 7, which is a lot of times about spiritual energy or managing and handling things, and that's what this one is about. It says, learn how to handle crises with calm and resilience. Seeking balance is superior to seeking extremes. There are better ways to handle conflict than rage and outrage. There may be someone who seeks to disrupt your business or life in a way. This too shall pass. And then she wrote an affirmation. It says, I handle extremes with grace, yet I seek balance in all things. And so that really goes really well with this card, because here's something that you're drilling down onto the nitty-gritty details, but see all the stuff that's going on, all the life around, all the chaos that's happening around in the background, kind of block it out, right? Just focus on what you need to do, and don't let what other people do distract you. Let's get a soul coaching card to go with this. They're not exactly. There we go. I'd like another one like that, please. Okay, this is perfect. go with the flow. Get in the flow of things. It says, the glory of the universe flows through me. So stay in the flow. Don't worry about the chaos that's going on around you. Focus on what you want to do. Set your plan. Don't worry about the extremes of what other people are doing. It does not matter. Just be in the flow of what you're doing. Pay attention, and you will succeed. That is wonderful. Okay, let's go to Sagittarius. I do like to timestamp, and since I'm the one that has to timestamp, I like to write it down as we go along. You will find that we are just, going to chat here a little. So let's see what's going on with Sagittarius. So the moon in Sagittarius, people. Let's see what the energy is for the next couple of weeks. Oh my gosh, this is lovely. You have the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups is young energy. It's creative. It's about something you love, a message of love coming to you, a new creative project, a new love situation, which is always nice. It could be your kids. It could be anything that's new or young, fresh and exciting, creative. So let's see what the Queen of the Moon Oracle has to say to give us more insight into that. But Sagittarius, for the next couple of weeks, is planting your seeds about what new creative projects you want to do and what would be emotionally fulfilling for you. What relationship do you want to put some effort in? Do your kids need a little time and energy from you? Isn't that lovely? You have release. 37, that's a 10. Is that 37? Oh, it's 27. It's a 9. Ooh, 9. Maybe you need to let something go in order to bring something new in. That's generally a full moon thing. But let's just see what she has to say. Let it go. It is time to release anything that does not serve you. Old negative habits do not engage anymore as they pay off as not enough. You are ready to make room for bigger, brighter, more aligned things. I freely release what I no longer need, is your affirmation. So that's really interesting to come with a new moon. But Sagittarius, you're getting ready. Sagittarius sun people, you would be getting ready because your birthday's coming, right? This is about the moon energy, but in general, the sun will focus and it's bright on people, Sagittarius people. So, and the next new moon would be in Sagittarius. So maybe letting go of some stuff over the next month or so that you're ready for when that new moon comes in your moon sign could be very powerful for you to see what you want to bring in new that's love and creative for you, right? So let's see what we have here from the soul coaching cards. Looks like you're going to get a couple here. Passion. So what are you passionate about, right? I passionately accept and love myself. So releasing the things that don't serve you so that you can bring in things that you do enjoy, that you will love, to bring in the happiness and the creative energy and the new things. In order to do that, you're going to have to let things go. And oh my gosh, miracles. So the miracle's coming. The miracle's coming, Sagittarius. The miracle's coming. You're going to have to let some stuff go. But that is such a beautiful message. All right, let's go on. People with a Capricorn moon. Capricorn moon. Capricorn moon. I'm a Capricorn rising. So I get into this whole Capricorn moon. All right. So what do you want to know? What does Spirit want to talk to you about? So let's take a look at those cards and see where we're at. Capricorn Moon. Let's see. I think one more. All right. Capricorn Moon energy. You have a lot happening. Look at this. Okay. All right. So you have the Two of Coins, which is the Two of Pentacles. That's a balancing act. See all the stuff that's going on? That's about work. That's about, I got to be here, I got to be there, but I've got it. It's balanced. It's under control. I'm busy. I'm making money. You know, there's a lot happening, but I still am mostly under control. Two of Wands. Okay? This Two of Wands is really creative. It's like you are writing the music and you're deciding the way you want to play it. So it's a very Aquarius feel to it in that way, but it's Wands energy. It's about making things happen. It's creative, but it's like finding the balance between what you really want to do and how do you want to do it. And you also received the Six of Coins, which is, again, juggling financial stuff. So it seems to me that the energy for the Capricorns, which is very Earth-like, right? Having all these pentacles coming in for Capricorn is not that surprising. So what you want to be thinking about is, where do you want to plant the seeds to help you create more balance and structure in your financial arenas of your life in the material ways? But it's creative finances, right? So it's like something that you're trying to build, that you want to do, like all these things that are going on. What are you trying to juggle? So that's a lot of, and six of coins is also balancing. So that's just a lot of juggling and balancing going on there, which really doesn't surprise me going into the holiday season that would be the energy either. All right, let's see what we have here. You have blossoming. It's beautiful. The flower moon blossoming. That would be a spring moon. So it's a full moon. It would be. It would almost be like the things that you decide to do, the creative projects, the way you're trying to balance, the way you're trying to create more financial stability, you know, balance and stability. The efforts, the plans that you make now, the things that you start doing now should start paying off come that flower moon. It says, do not give up. You have planned for this. Take no notice of what others think or say about you. Open and rise. Someone around you may be jealous of your success. Mark your victories. I joyfully blossom and I feel no fear. And so this might actually be a summer moon, because the stone that they recommend to go with it is ruby, and that is that's the July. I know this because I'm Cancer. That's the July stone. So it could be on flowers, you know, they start blooming in spring, but maybe they don't get done blooming until you get to the fall, right? So, I mean, till the full summer. So it might take a little while to get this balance, to build these resources, but start now. Start now. It's a new moon. Plant the seeds of what you want to create financial balance and something that you enjoy doing, right? Playing the drums. The guy's having fun creating, you know, his financial balance and stuff. Sanctuary. I'm going to have to tilt that down because of the light. I'm struggling to figure out lighting here. Here we go. Sanctuary. I mean, is that not how you just feel in the middle of the winter? Like you just want to snuggle in? It says, I am divinely guided and gently loved. So, gently and lovingly. I make up stuff as I go along. I'm also dyslexic. So here we go. I really am. I'm not saying that as a joke. I'm literally dyslexic. Okay, so what you have happening here is that as you're finding your way, as you're working your way through these balancing and the pentacles that you're planting now and stuff, you are being guided by the divine, by spirit, by source, by God, however you want to refer. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. So congratulations on that. That looks really, really good for you. We're going to go on to Aquarius. Aquarius. Aquarius, you had quite the summer. You had that nice full moon in Aquarius at the end of July. That was life-changing for a lot of people, but I think it was definitely life-changing for you. Definitely think so. All right, so what does Spirit want to talk to you about? Aquarius. Aquarius moon people. What does this new moon in Scorpio, what does this mean? One more. I have a lot of Aquarius moon people in my life. Here we go. 9 of Cups. 9 of Pentacles. So, what do you want to do to become financially independent? This is a great time to plant the seeds for your own financial independence. She's just fine by herself. She has enough there to invite someone into her life, but she doesn't need them to take care of her. It's about financial independence. What would make you feel financially independent? What can you do? Steps to take. Look how peaceful. She's reading her book, having her coffee, plenty of fun stuff to eat, money on the table. It's a barn swallow out here, which means that it's divinely oriented to spiritual, barn swallows have to do with spirits that have passed, the people that you know that are looking over, watching over, and guiding you. So that's a nice connection too. Ooh, you get 2. Oh, this is really interesting because you have resistance and peace. So, I heard peaceful resistance. People may want to, they may be offering to be part of your life or to include you in more in theirs, and maybe you're like, I got this. I'm fine right now. I just need some space. I need some time to think. I need to be able to breathe. I need to hear myself think. It's just, maybe there's been too much, and maybe you just need a little space for yourself. Well, let's look what resistance says, because I'm curious. Familiarize yourself with how resistance manifests for you, the overt and the covert. If you continue to have doors slammed in your face, turn around. There will normally be an open door. Procrastination is just another kind of fear. Move forward with confidence and persistence. Ooh, that's a nice message. Peace of mind is one of the greatest gifts we give ourselves. Refuse drama. Do not freely engage with other people who use drama as a weapon. Stop fighting. Allow yourself to rest for a while. And when we let what we no longer need go, we make room for peace. And the affirmation is, I choose to create and hold peace. I allow this to ripple out into the world. So yes, peaceful resistance, right? I'm fine on my own right now. I appreciate that you want to include me. I appreciate that you're interested in what's going on in my life, but really right now, I just need some time to myself. And that's okay. Nurturing yourself is important. Knowing that you can handle things for yourself is important. Being there for yourself is important. You know, and take a little time to deep breathe and meditate. And if you can get outside and actually come in contact with nature, the more the better, right? Ground yourself into it. I don't know, it felt sticky. Ah, here we go. That one jumped out. I like this. Huh, okay. So, perfect. See the leaves coming off the trees, right? But it says beginnings. And it says, I cherish all the cycles of my life. Well, Scorpio is about death and rebirth, right? About withdrawing into ourselves, resting like the earth rests during the autumn, right? When the leaves are falling off and everything looks like it's dying, and then the winter comes and but it's not, it's slumbering and it's getting ready to reemerge. And so maybe Aquarius people, maybe what you need to be doing is withdrawing and pulling into yourself and regenerating and taking care of yourself and nurturing yourself, because you will want to come back out and play, but not right now. And that is okay. The Scorpio moon is perfect for that. So go ahead and take that time for yourself. You deserve it. All right. Let's see what we got for Pisces moon. Ooh, this is me dying to know what I get. Pisces moon. All right. So, what does Spirit want to talk to these little Pisces moon people about today? Let's see. That's funny, because when I saw that at the bottom of the deck, it really caught my eye when we were shuffling. Okay, so this is the Six of Blades. And see how they're moving off? The ice is cracking, but they're moving to more stable ice. They're moving forward. And that came out with Judgment, which is also moving away from the bad stuff toward the good stuff, right? So she's looking over her shoulder at everybody who's kind of overindulging, and she's moving toward Gabriel. That's Archangel Gabriel blowing his trumpet there. And so she's made a choice, and she's moving forward to a safer situation. And again, here we have moving forward to the safer. And you know, okay, so the ice was there, and now it's melting and cracking. And to me, we have the geese there. Okay, so where I live on a little lake, and I really have gotten very familiar with the cycle of the geese. And so the geese come, they're like the last ones out before the winter gets rough. Like before that big major, it's going to be cold and not going to get warm for a long time. That's when they take off. And then they're back. When there's still snow on the ground, they're already back before the ice, when the ice starts cracking and stuff. And so I feel like when I look at this, that this, as we're moving away, the safer ground, the safer place to be is going to be coming in the late winter, early spring, whatever we're moving towards. So the seeds that you're planting right now in this cycle, what do you need to do? What are you going to turn your back on? What are you going to walk away from that will produce more stability for you come spring, right? Or the end of the winter. So let's see what guidance we got. Just about the time we hit Pisces time, right? February, March. I'd like one more. Or not. Oh. Okay. We're going to have to be focused. You need to focus on what it is that you need to do, the steps you need to take to turn your back on the things that are not serving you so you can get to that safer. So what part of your life is that, right? It could be a relationship. It could be a financial decision. It could be focusing on your work. Maybe you're trying to graduate from school. I'm not sure, but there's something, and you'll know what it is. It'll resonate with you. There's something that you need to do that puts you on a more solid footing come spring, but you're going to need to be focused now to get in that direction. So let's see what we get from the soul coaching. If you don't know when your moon is, I'm going to put a link below so that you can go to like Astro. I like Astro theme, but you can go to Astro Cafe. You know, there's plenty of free natal charts out there, and you just put in the date you were birth. You don't necessarily need to know the exact time in order to get your moon. The moon does change signs every 2.5 to 3 days during the week, and so it may affect. Okay, spring. We have emerging. That looks like a seed that's coming out, right? That's starting to bloom. And it says, I am emerging into the light with joy and ease. So setting your intentions now, working on it, being focused. Ooh, I just noticed, look, there's a butterfly on that. Transformation. This is Scorpio. That's what it's about, right? So start focusing on what you want to do to move yourself from not a solid foundation, right, into a stronger position for yourself. So good luck with that. All right, let's go to Aries. Hello, Aries. How are you? What do you need to do? Aries moon people, what does Spirit want to talk to you about? Where do you need to plant your seeds of intention with the Scorpio moon? Let's see. Aries moon. One more. Oh, there's an Aries card if I ever saw one. You kind of get to decide. What have you been wanting to do? What do you want to take off and try? What are you waiting for? You're good to go. You got the Fool card. You are good to go. So he's a construction worker, right? And so what he's carrying back here, it's a stack of bricks. So you have all the tools you need. Go ahead and go. If whatever you've been waiting on, if you were waiting for that green light, you just got it. And Aries doesn't like to wait very long for a green light, so that works out nicely. Let's see. Let's see what the Queen of the Moon Oracle has to say. Yes? Yeah? Okay. Oh! Resilience. So something had you down. Something you were like, it's not going the way I wanted. I kind of beat up. But guess what? Resilience. That's when you come back from, it's like that. That's Scorpio, right? That's the Scorpio energy. It's the death and the rebirth thing. So something that wasn't going your way now, all of a sudden you get to step off the cliff and go ahead and go because it's going to be fine. Look at all that. Look at all that. that was like garbage, something that people didn't think was, and now look, it's coming to light. It's resilient. It's growing. It's kind of like, you know, when you're at the fall, when you take the plants, you know, like your annuals, and they're all dead and wilted, and you turn the pots upside down, you know, and you dump all the, and you clean the pots out, and there's this mound of dirt with all these dead plants in it, right? And then in the spring you go by, and you'll see some of them are like, they're seeds, and they started growing, and they're resilient, and they're coming back, and you're like, oh my gosh, and you dig them and you move them to some place where you can see them, because you don't really, you know, they don't need to be in the back of the house behind everything, right? So that's what that is. So that's cool. So something that you thought was not going to be having anything good left in it, all of a sudden, wait, out of disaster is something beautiful is ready to happen. So go ahead and step off the cliff and take the chance. You want to anyways. Because you're Aries. Peace. I breathe deeply, knowing that all is well in my universe. That is the definition of resilience, right? You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. That's exciting, and I'm happy for you. I really am. All right, let's move on to Taurus. Taurus. All right. Taurus moon. Taurus moon. My daughter has a Taurus moon. Let's see. Let's see what the energies of the Taurus moon. What does Spirit want to tell us? Just really, I like the earthiness, the groundingness of a Taurus moon, right? It's nice. Okay, let's see. Ooh. Oh, Taurus moon. Okay, so you have the Tower. Unexpected emotional upset. Because this is moon energies. This is your emotion. This isn't necessarily the world crashing around you. It's just how it feels. But look at this. It came out with the Three of Cups. So, the disaster and the way to handle it. Talk to your friends. If you're feeling bad, if you're feeling stressed, if you're feeling like there's so much going on and you're just like, connect with your friends. Connect with your friends. In the back there, see the dog? It's loyalty. Connect with your friends. Three of Cups is about getting together with friends or family. This is over coffee. There's lots of ways to get together with your friends. Pick up the phone and call them. Go out and hang out with them. Do whatever. Whatever's got you upset, you just need someone to talk to. I like that the disaster came out with it. Now, there's another way to look at this. Because they came out together, it could be that one of your friends has really hurt you. And if that's the case, then again, I'm going to say you need to talk to your friends. It's kind of the same thing. It just has a different conversation. So, you have the Wolf Moon, Hunger. I'm going to read what that one says, because I think that's about loyalty. But let's see here, 29. Feed the good and hope within you. There will always be a lean part of the cycle. Prosperity will come. Do not let hunger blindly dictate your actions entirely. I recognize what I hunger for. So, there's a... I'm not really good at this part. So, work with me here. But there's a story. And it might be Native American, it might be Chinese, I don't know, but it's like you have two wolves that live inside of you. The good wolf and the bad wolf, which one do you want to feed? Feed the good wolf, right? Because that's the one that'll survive and thrive. So, feed your friendships. Create that, if someone's hurt you, I'm really sorry. I really am. Look for other friends. Sometimes, we just had all these eclipses and there's all this energy and everything is shifting, and that full moon in Taurus just happened. And so that came on the heels of those 3 eclipses pretty much. And so there were things that were happening. And so it could be that you're transitioning. This is Scorpio. You could be transitioning through relationships, friendships. And sometimes we grow and we change and we outgrow certain groups of people, or 1 or 2 individuals. It seems to be happening a lot lately. I've noticed it in my life personally, but I've also noticed it in some of my friends' lives. And so I kind of think it's the cycle of things and how they're moving right now. And so if that's what's happening, it's okay. You'll be okay. You're lonely than you were, and Taurus energy is kind of well, if you don't like me, that's fine. I'll be fine on my own, and you kind of shut down and self-protect instead of opening up and welcoming more people in. And just because it didn't work out with that person as a friend, maybe they let you down or something, that doesn't mean there's not other people who will engage with you and who are better for you and a better fit. And so it's kind of like a snake shedding its skin. Sometimes you just have to, and it's not maybe comfortable. Taurus energy does not like change. And so maybe it's not comfortable. But I think that when it's time to let something go, it's time to let it go. But you'll be okay. Because you have that earthiness about you that many, many people really like. So don't over self-protect. Don't build a wall around your heart. These are so nice. Fulfillment. Joy abounds in all areas of my life, and my life is a miracle. And those look very much like springtime. So this new moon in Scorpio becomes a full moon during your birth month of Taurus. So anything, the cycle that you're going through here, with you have the new moon in Taurus that comes up, and then there'll be the full moon in Scorpio. Or it might be the other way around. I don't really have that calendar in my head, but they'll come within 2 weeks of each other. And so it could be then around that time that you become very comfortable with the thing, and there's fulfillment and miracles. And so take a deep breath and love yourself, and don't wall yourself off, and seek good friends. Okay? All right. Gemini. Hello, Gemini. Gemini moon. You guys had an eclipse. You had an eclipse this summer at the new moon, didn't you? I feel like you did. I launched a business on the Gemini new moon. So maybe it wasn't an eclipse. That wouldn't be a good time to launch a new business. I'm just saying. That would be silly. All right. So, what does Spirit want to talk to you about with the Scorpio moon? This energy of the Scorpio moon. What do Gemini moon people need to know? So you have the Ten of Swords. And you feel like people are attacking you. And you feel really hurt. But the thing about the Ten of Swords, sometimes it's real and sometimes it's in our head. And I don't know which is which, and I'm not going to tell you that it's all in your head. Sometimes we've been really hurt by the words that people have said, by the things that people have done. And if you are going through this, Scorpio is about transformation. Like, it's emotional because it's water energy, right? And so it's emotional transformation, and you can really change things for yourself. You create the atmosphere that you live in through the words that you speak and the thoughts that you have. And sometimes it takes a tremendous amount of will on your part. You get to determine what's important to you. Other people don't have the right to decide that for you. That is up to you. That is what you decide. You decide. Decisions require actions, and you are in control of your own decisions in life, and no one else is. Passion and will determine a great proportion of your success. You will persist. You possess free will, which means you should focus on yourself first and avoid placing all your will over on others. So, when people hurt us, it's hard. I mean, it's really hard, right? But they only have the power to hurt us if we give it to them. And so, she's wearing... Can you see the mask? Can you see the mask? A lot of people hide behind the mask. They don't want to reveal who they really are. And right now, maybe you need to do that. Just because you don't need to let them have that kind of power, right? They don't deserve the power. Take your power back. And I'm not saying to cut yourself off emotionally from people. You definitely don't want to say that to a Gemini moon. Gemini moon has enough trouble connecting emotionally with people. It's hard because you are an air sign, and you think your way through emotions more than feel your way through emotions, like, say, a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces would do. And so it's challenging. That makes it challenging to not become too remote. And so you need to accept yourself for who you are. I unconditionally accept, cherish, and love myself just as I am. You are who you are. You have the right to be who you are. You don't need to let anybody take your power from you, because you are a light. You are a light. You really are. And don't let anybody tell you otherwise. So whatever happened, I'm very sorry that it happened to you. Where you have the power. You can change this. Just love yourself. Accept who you are. What other people think about you is none of your business. Right? It's just not. We don't care. My light radiates through my life and the world around me. So shine your light. Shine it inward on yourself at first if you need to. And love yourself. Love yourself. And when you love yourself unconditionally, then it makes it very easy to love everybody else and understand that when they say and do the things that they say and do that are really horrible, that is just them doing the best they can. And maybe their best you wish would be better, but it's the best they can. All right, Cancer Moon, let's talk. Let's talk, shall we? Let's see what Spirit wants to talk to you about with this fellow water sign, new moon in Scorpio. What's going on, right? You probably felt it slide into Scorpio the other day. I always can feel it slide into Scorpio. Because for some reason, when the moon is in Libra, it just makes me want to hurt people. Like a get really tense those last couple of degrees. And then it's like I can almost tell to the second when it finally gets into Scorpio. And I'll go look it up later. I'll be like, yeah, I knew that. All right, Cancer. What does Spirit want to tell you? Okay. Oh! I knew it was a comfortable situation for you. So what do you want to do to plant the seeds for emotional fulfillment? I mean, that is the happy family, happy, emotionally fulfilled card, the Ten of Cups, right? So this new moon in Scorpio is a great opportunity for you to plant the seeds for what do you want to do, what do you need to do, you know, what can you do over the next 2 weeks that kind of set the stage for when the moon is full in May-ish, to help bring about emotional fulfillment. I have a kitty friend here. She might pop up onto the table. I try to discourage that by setting up a little bed for her. It seems to be working, but you never know. Want to say hi? Want to say hi? Mia? Say hi? See, isn't she adorable? Let's see, she wants to get up here. She's not mine. I'm kitty sitting this week, and I love her. Okay. Ooh, you got the power. You got the power. Oh my gosh, that's excellent. So you have the power to create the situation that you need to have that emotional fulfillment. It's not anybody else's. It is yours. You have the power. Step into your true power. Shine brightly. Do not hide who and what you are. The time is right to attract big things for yourself. Ancestral energy is important. Open your mind to larger possibilities. Be magic. Oh, big magic can be wrought. I have power and it is real. Ooh, super. I mean, seriously, very happy. That's some good energy right there. And let's see what we get from the soul coaching. One more. Okay, you got love. I am wonderful. I receive and give love today and always. There you go, Cancer Moon. That's wonderful. Couldn't write a better prescription for a card reading than that. So congratulations. That is excellent. All right. Leo Moon. Leo Moon. What does Spirit want to talk to you about today? What is this new moon in Scorpio energy is going to bring for your Leo moon? What is it going to bring? I don't know. Let's get to it and find out. They're kind of sticky. I thought they were coming, but no. There you go. Ooh, nice. Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. Somebody is going to be bringing an offering of love with the Scorpio moon. So that somebody could be you taking it to somebody. That could be you taking it to yourself. It's about bringing an offering of love. But it could be love for yourself, love for your children, love for your friends, your family. They could be bringing it to you. You could be taking it to them. You could do it for yourself. Plant the seeds of love. Okay, so you got the hunger card also. So if you've been hurt, If someone has recently hurt you and you want someone to bring you this love, you have to not wall yourself off. You have to make yourself available, right? You have to allow love in. If you look at this, he's singing a ballad and she kind of has a look on her face like, what's the matter with you? Just leave me alone. So don't wall yourself off, right? Feel the good and hope within you. There will always be a lean part of the cycle. Prosperity will come. Do not let your hunger blindly dictate your actions entirely. So, don't cut yourself off. Don't let the things that have happened make you think that it's not, you know, I don't trust anybody. I don't care about anybody. You know, they don't care about me. You can't trust them. Men, you can't live with them. You can't shoot them. Just all right, you know, don't let that happen. I passionately accept and love myself. So even when other people are struggling to be kind to you, you can always love yourself. And I think Leo energy has a much better chance of doing that than many of the energies out there. So just love yourself. All right, we're going to move on to Virgo. Hi, Virgo. This is for Virgo moon. It might apply to your sun and rising. The energies are very similar feeling tonight. When I'm seeing these cards, I was intending this for the moon signs, but some of this just seems to resonate with people I know with their sun and their rising signs. Mostly the sun signs I'm catching a lot of, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I have a kitty sitting next to me, and the way she's rolling around on the bed, she's on a chair. I think she's going to be on the floor in a minute. Good thing cats always land on their feet. Okay, Virgo. This Scorpio moon energy. What should you be planting your seeds with? What do you want to bring to fruition with the full moon in Scorpio in the spring? What are the energies? Oh, Virgo. Oh, Virgo. So, we have the Devil card, which in this case is, what are you obsessed with? What are you obsessing about? What is this bad thing that you shouldn't be doing that you keep doing that's causing you so much regret? These are not the seeds that you want to be planting. So let's mess with the system here, okay? So we are going to go to another deck to find out what can we say here, that what steps can you be taking to negate whatever this is. This is not good news here. There's a lot of regret in here. So we're going to go to the Wisdom of the Oracle, Colette Baron Reed, and just take a quick peek to see if she's got, her cards are usually, she likes to call them prescriptive, not predictive, so let's see what the prescription is for this situation. Please don't get up here. Thank you. Oh, well, you are blessed. So whatever this is, I think that you should take this as an opportunity to thank your guides, God, angels, for protecting you, because you are blessed. And even though the situation, okay, so Scorpio is about transformation, right? And it's a death and rebirth cycle. So something that may seem lost, a death, something that seems horrible and unfair, is really a blessing of some sort. Okay. Sorry about the light. Boy, that is a shiny card. Shiny, shiny, shiny. Something is really a blessing. There's a blessing in it. The blessing may not be apparent at this time. And the blessing may just be that there is somebody there. You know that story that they tell about, you know, somebody was really sad and hurt and lonely, and they're walking along the seashore, and they noticed that they were walking along by themselves because there's only one set of footprints. I think it's a poem called Footprints. And then in reality, what it is the set of footprints is really not theirs. It was Jesus holding them. That's what I feel like right now. I feel like that the blessing here is you aren't alone. And because it's Scorpio and it's death and a rebirth cycle, sometimes we have to let stuff go so we can make room for the new stuff to come in, the good stuff. We want the good to come in, right? So, and you know what? You got this, the blossoming moon, which is spring, summer. So whatever it is that it seems so hard and so difficult right now, and that would be when the Scorpio full moon, 6 months from now, that's in May, right? So that's spring into summer when things are blooming. So plant your seeds of intention for what you want. What do you want? What would you like to see happen between now and then? What changes? What do you need to get rid of? So that when plant your seeds for what you want. Not what you don't want. Always for what you want. What is it that you want? And have the courage to live passionately. I live life passionately and courageously. Stepping out to the beat of your own drum, right? So whatever is happening here that is so hard, Virgo, decide what you want. Step into your power and move forward. Because you can. You really, really can. All right. Libra. Hey, Libra. How's it going? This is for Libra moon. But like I'm noticing, a lot of this stuff seems to really resonate for people I know with their sun, for sure with the sun sign. So, Libra sun, Libra moon, perhaps Libra rising. We'll see. Okay, Scorpio new moon. What does Spirit want you to focus on? What does Spirit want to talk to you about? Let's see. I love that this card came out. This is about balance. It's a creative energy, though. It's about creating what you want. Keeping it orderly and tight, but rhythmic and creative. Huh. And that came out with another two. The Two of Swords. Like, you have so much on your plate. And I think what it's telling you is find a way to enjoy what's going on. You have a lot of things to do. How can you enjoy life more? What can you do to take all of the stuff that's going on and manage it in a way where you're, I mean, here we hate life and here we're loving life, right? So what can you do? What areas what is it? Libra. Libra is the sign of balance, and twos are all about balance. And so here you've got the negative and the positive, and it's like you need to find the balance. It's such a Libra card. It's so Libra. Come on, Libra, you can do it. I have faith in you. It is your goal, your journey, is to learn how to balance yourself emotionally. Like, I don't like this, I do like that. How can I have my cake and eat it too? You can do it. Ooh. The unexpected. Let's read. I haven't seen that one. 43, that's a 7. Sevens are a very powerful spiritual number. But again, it's about finding your balance and keeping your balance because things are coming at you. 43. Blue moon. No matter how well you plan, there is always room for the unexpected to occur. Build your resilience as rare occurrences can happen. A visitor you have not seen in a long time may re-enter your life. The affirmation is, I trust in myself and in my life. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So, what if he shows up in your, or she shows up and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't deal with this right now. I would love to see you. I would really enjoy catching up with you, but I am so busy. I have so much going on. But what if you go out? Look at how much fun you could have catching up with the unexpected. And who knows where that leads you. Have some fun, Libra. Make room. Make space for another person in your life, right? It's 2, 2, 2, 2. All these 2s. Oh my gosh. So many 2s. All right. And the soul coaching from Denise Lynn. See what she has to say. Oh, this Everyday Enchantment Tarot. Poppy Palin. I love these cards. Okay, here we go. All right. Transformation. Oh, Scorpio card for sure. I am joyously centered and safe as wonderful changes occur around me. Someone shows up and wants to do something and you are like, I am too busy. I do not have time for this. Or maybe it's a job opportunity and it comes up out of nowhere and you're like, I can't take this on. I'm too busy. Something that you would have fun doing, but you don't know how you're going to manage it. I think you should go do it. It's a once in a blue moon opportunity. Don't squander it. All right. I hope that these readings were helpful. I do private readings. I'll put that information below. I'm just excited, though, to get an opportunity to share this with you. And so I hope you'll come back. Be sure to like and subscribe and share with your friends. Thanks.